things are about to get extremely weird, okay? Now, I'm getting a lot of channeled messages for high priestesses today. I had a fucked up dream. And I remember I woke up, I told Gordy about it, and he was like so attentive. As a high priest, he listened to every single word I said. I had an ex before that I had a dream where I was literally doing some high priestess work in the ethers for calling out Kamala Harris, but what she really is. And in the dream space, I was going to war with a group of high priestesses, and I told my ex about it, and he silenced me. I woke up really triggered. I woke up traumatized because I saw that this bitch had claws. She had talons. In the dream, she had talons. Our president, right? And I remember I told my boyfriend about it, my ex, and he basically told me to shut up. He dismissed everything that I went through and told me to start differentiating the higher planes from the 3D. Claiming to be a high priest. He was claiming to be a high priest. That dude was a fucking joke. Nothing but a narcissist. What differentiates the real divine masculines from distorted masculines is that distorted masculines take on knowledge. They adapt to their surroundings using knowledge that is handed to them by the divine. So tarot readings, crystals, they get to know the knowledge. They get to learn of higher knowledge, but they never apply that shit. They steal and siphon from real, true high priestesses that are delivering messages that the collective needs to hear. And all they do is absorb that shit, and they take and siphon from your energy. Now, the sign of a real distorted masculine is also, if you've ever been online channeling messages and you feel like someone is stalking you or masturbating to your energy, they are energy vampires, and that shit is about to be called out. That is going to be so fucking wrecked. Their plans are about to get absolutely destroyed. Now, these are the ones that claim to be spiritual. They claim to be religious. They claim to be some devout, holier than thou kind of bullshit, when really these are absolute monsters. Men in high places who are about to be completely decimated, destroyed, brought down to a wee tyke, about to be brought down to the size that they are. So these are wolves in sheep clothing. These are the Pharisees, the Sadducees of the Bible. These are these fake ass motherfuckers. Wannabe warlocks is what they are. So I realized last night when I had my second dream ever, this time Kamala Harris was in an office chair. She was in some sort of room, and she had muscle. She had somebody who was a man standing next to her that was a hitman, and she told me she needed me. She wanted me and my gifts because I was able to predict a police officer who showed up in the dream too. She asked me, "Can you please work for us? We need your gifts. We need your insight." And I said, no, I don't do that. I don't work for anybody else. I work for myself and the Most High God. That's it. But then she showed me this cop, this police officer showed up in the dream, and he said, "But see, you helped me. You told me something. You predicted that something was going to happen to me on the job, and it did. And I got, my life was spared because you told me ahead of time to watch out for something." And as a psychic, he was like, he was being summoned as well by this dark priestess. Okay? It's not like this dude is just a normal average Joe. He's just a police officer who had his life spared because of psychic insight that I had. So this was a dream last night about Kamala Harris representing the dark feminine, the distorted fucking feminine that is honestly on their way out. Okay? So she asked me as a high priestess to work for her and the government. And I basically told her to fucking kick rocks. But then she showed me this police officer who was also about to be, if he didn't convince me to work for that side, he would have been not doing well. He's just an average Joe, and they were using this as collateral. They were using this to, you ain't gonna ruin shit, bitch. Leave. You ain't ruining anything. Not only, Cap, oh my God, could you just use a fucking English word called lying? Why don't you just use liar instead of cap. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, so this cop, this police officer in the dream, he was about to be, if I didn't work for the CIA, if I didn't work for the FBI, if I didn't work for this higher level agency, right? And so in the dream, I said, well, what happens if I tell you no and I don't work for you? And she said, oh, we'll make it look like an accident. She said, you'll be in some house fire, something like that. It'll look like an accident. We'll make sure it looks like an accident. And so I knew that this officer, just a normal dude, was in that room because she manipulated him to be in that room to convince me that I can help the people as a psychic. Now, I woke up and I knew that this was a message for the divine collective. I knew this was a message for high priestesses everywhere. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with channeling this message. I love channeling crazy shit. Okay, I've been working in the ethers for a really long time. I've been working in the higher planes a really long time. Whatever war you think you're seeing in the 3D physical world, you've already seen that shit in higher planes. If there's war here in the 3D, there's been war in the higher planes already. As above, so below. The great battle is here. Okay, the battle of Armageddon. You're already seeing it. That shit's biblical. People have already convinced themselves of a biblical grand world war. They've already convinced themselves. So they've already created a reality where that is real. Now, you are able with your own thoughts and your mind to get out of that reality. You are allowed to say, that's not my reality. I didn't build that. I didn't feed the war machine. I don't like that. I don't want war. And you're able to use your Christ consciousness to shift realities into another one where World War III is not even a thing. It's obsolete. It's irrelevant. It's not even a thing. There's peace where you're going. There's not war where the divine collective is going, period. There's no tears in heaven. There's no war in heaven. There's nothing anymore in heaven. That war has already come and now it's leaving. So you're seeing proof of it in the 3D, but all you have to do to win the war is to constantly remind yourself that you are the warrior queen and you've already fucking ended it. Stay in that level of peace. Know that you are spiritually protected. Know that nothing, no harm can come to you. Nothing. No harm can come to you, okay? But just know that war is coming for an entire world. An entire world's about to feel the heat. Tons of realities will feel it. Tons and tons and tons of timelines will feel the ripple effect of war, okay? I'm not here to be a warmonger. I am not here to be a fearmonger. I am not here to convince you that that is the only reality. In fact, I'm here, and a lot of people like me are here in the end times to remind you that you are that bad bitch and you can get out of this using your mind only, okay? So I don't know what happened in the dream. I know that I had considered working with the government using my psychic gifts, because I, in the dream, convinced myself that I would be helping people, that this was a way I could help the world. But I knew that it was bullshit. I knew as soon as I woke up that anyone creating a task force in the government to use a lot of these psychics and a lot of these high priests, they are really trying to, one by one, pick you clean and take you out of the game. And so I woke up knowing that high priestesses were being targeted. And high priestesses, the real ones with real gifts, the ones that had been under the cover of darkness. You guys have been hermits for a really long time. You're afraid to come out into the open. You're afraid to express who you really are, how powerful you really are. You're afraid to get shit handed to you because you know you can as that bad bitch. You know who you are. I knew that the message was for you, okay? So I knew it was your message, and I knew that it was about to get hella loud, and I'm so here for that. I'm so here for the loudness. I am so here to boot the fuck everybody out this chat that I don't like. I'm here to boot everybody out of my energy that I don't like. And I'm here to bring in the real ones, to summon the real ones, to ask high priestesses and high priests to show up. And I woke up, I told Gordon the dream. And the way that he responded as a high priest versus the way my ex responded to the same subject matter, I'd only ever had 2 dreams of Kamala Harris, and both of them is that she's a reptilian. Both of them is that this witch bitch thinks that she can control the population with her fucking egoic bullshit. It's such a joke. It's like distorted femininity all over it. It's fucking toxic as fuck. So I woke up knowing that that was a high priestess message, and I knew that soon Gordon and I were about to bring in a lot of high priests and a lot of high priestesses and very godly people who can surveil in the 3D and the 4D. This is like, they're mediums, they're psychics, they understand monitoring spirits, hovering spirits. They work for a task force for the divine. Like, the people I'm about to fucking meet, dude, it's gonna be insane. So I woke up and I told Gordon, I was like, bro, why the fuck are we so concerned with stupid shit? Like, do we have money for groceries this week? We got to call that person back. Like, what the fuck? We were so convinced that our life purpose was to help twin flames because we're twin flames in union. We were so convinced that that was our life purpose, that we were so focused on the small. Fuck the twin flame label. Fuck the idea. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The world is on the fucking brink of collapse. It's not about twin flame union anymore. We're far, far past that. It's not about twin flame union. It's now high priests and priestesses getting together to help the collective in ways that only priests can. So, you've been ordained. The people I read for, you've been ordained already. You've been already tasked by God, the Most High God. You've already been working for yourself. But what they're doing is they're finding a lot of these high priestesses that are self-employed. They work for themselves. They would never bend the knee. They would never work the fucking government. They would never work for anybody, the war machine. They never work for the fucking Matrix, ever. And the system knows it. It's like a whole bunch of Agent Smiths trying to get Neo to bend the knee. It's like, what a fucking joke. So I woke up and I told Gordon this. And I was like, you know what's so crazy? My ex, he would just tell me, like, basically, shut up, I don't want to hear it, because he's not a high priest. The way that Gordon handled the news today, that I was propositioned to work with the government, it was insane in the membrane, bro. The way that he handled that, he was like, he stared so intensely in my eyes. He held me. He was like, wow, tell me more. I've never seen anything like it. Now that right there are life goals. Okay, that is a life goal. I'm doing something right. I am fucking doing something right. If I met a man that I am living with, in alignment with every single day, I know what the fuck I'm doing. So even though the 3D may not be showing a lot of you high priestesses that you are on the money, and you are, and you fucking know you are. You know who the fuck you are. So this was like finding out you'd been asking all the wrong people. You wanted the right thing: comfort, validation, camaraderie, partnership, allegiance, loyalty. You've wanted all the right things as a high priestess, but you've been asking all the wrong men. 44 people, 4 likes. So what I'm getting is 444. What it feels like is you're in the astral plane. A lot of you are high priestesses in the astral, right? In the 4D. And you've already seen war. You've already been at war. And it is now coming to the surface. It is now coming to the 3D, because as above, so below. So what you manifest up there first comes down here next, right? Now, you as a high priest and priestess, you guys are manifesting the next age for us. You're manifesting the next phase and the next age. You have to stay in the alignment of I win, bitch. Why? Because I fucking breathe. I'm God and I always win. If you know this, then you're Neo and you can escape the Matrix. You can stop bullets. But you have to be aware of who the fuck you are. Do you understand? So the message was a lot of the real high priestesses, they're the ones being targeted. I just felt like there was an ember. I just lit this and I felt like there was an ember right here on my finger. I feel, and another message that came through was a lot of you are feeling like really ugly, bloated, like stressed out, bad shit's happening, and it's because you're in a timeline that is not your own. You are going into a dark plane of existence. You're going into a darker, heavier timeline than you're normally used to. But it's because your soul wanted this. It's because you, as the Christ figure, wanted to come into the world, be in the world, not of it. You wanted to descend so that you could be here during the end times to help guide people and shift people out of this mentality. So what you need to know is, though you do have that confidence that you used to have in higher planes, you are now kind of trapped, it feels, with people that do not have self-esteem. They don't know how money works. They don't know that they are abundant. They don't know that they're God. And you're down here where there's a lot of entities that also need your gifts. So you're going to be soon propositioned by some really low vibrational motherfuckers who really have no idea how to win without you, High Priestess, okay? They have no clue. They're not going to win without you. They cannot win without the psychic know-how. Same with your ex-boyfriend from Loserville, whom you thought was a high priest, really out here looking like a wannabe fucking warlock, okay? Looking like a shit stain. You, High Priestess, need to grow the fuck up. You need to start seeing it for what it is. Honey, you're in a sex cult. Hate to tell you, you're in a coven. Look, as a girl who had 3 witches and a warlock living with her in October, I was there September, October, and part of November, I think. Most of November. Trust me, when I say I got out of a coven, that's what the fuck I mean. So any high priestess going through the same thing, very soon, you are going to find that you are being targeted. You are being used as a sacrificial lamb in some sort of coven, some sort of group, some sort of community. Your energy is being harvested. And you will have to learn that the hard way. Now, hopefully you do. Hopefully you learn. Let me just send all of this back to whoever's sitting on my chat so that you can comment and let me know who you are so I can delete you from the chat, okay? Just a second. Thank you. Exactly, Danny. Have a good one. You're not harvesting shit, you fucker. You are not harvesting anything. You are so fucking inept. What you're about to realize is you're a moot point. All these women need to do, all these tarot readers need to do, all these content creators need to do, all these high priestesses, all they need to do is call on the divine to show them exactly who the fuck you are. All they have to do is cut cords. And you know, Danny, here's the thing. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for showing me your true colors. Here's the crazy part, and this is what's about to happen to you. And I can't wait for this shit to take place because you need to be put in your place by the universe. Here's what's going to happen. There is going to be a moment where women like me can't do well. And we're like, wait, what? Why? We're putting in all the work. We're healing people. We're working for the collective. We do good shit. We put good shit out. We should be getting good shit back. But what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to see you as the energy vampire that you are, such a fucking tool bag. And they're going to cut cords. And what you're going to realize is that you had been building an empire on someone's stolen energy. So here's what's going to happen. They're going to call their energy back. And when that happens, your world will go to shit. You're going to fade away like the parasite that you are. So what happens is, Danny, this is your moment right before you're in a pile of dog shit on the lawn after an anti-parasitic that you give your dog. This is going to be a very loud season for energy vampires because your entire fucking world is collapsing. It is going kaboom. And you have manifested so much war that you are just going to stick in that reality and stay there because you're not getting anywhere. You are not going to jump timelines. You won't have energy to do so. Exactly. You won't have energy to do so because a lot of women are going to be cutting cords and you're not going to be able to access their energy. So how the fuck are you going to get out of a shit reality? You're not. You're going to have to do it on your own merit. And your merit, Danny, looks really hella bad. The universe is not pleased with the shit you keep offering the universe. You're like a copycat, parasitic energy. You don't have anything of your own to contribute to the universe, so the universe is going to shit on you, and it's going to be hilarious. And I'm not here for that. I'm leaving your shit timeline. What you deserve, Danny, are more energy empires just like yourself. Energy vampires for your empire. If you have built entire corporations, if you go to a 9 to 5 every day, you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of vigor, you get everything you want because you've stolen someone else's energy. What's going to happen is people are going to finally feel it in the year 2025. They're going to start asking, why am I so drained? So-and-so gets a better job than I do, and it's my energy. So they will snip you the fuck out of their energy. And Danny, you're going to have a lot of people upset because you have established an entire community, an entire coven, an entire church, a following. People expect energy from you. Your boss is going to expect energy from you, because what happens is women like myself, we clear and we purify dark energies. When we're around someone, we take their pain and transmute it into light so that you feel light as a feather, you feel really happy, full of energy. So guess what? You go to your 9 to 5 and you shine like the star you think you are. You go into that place and you're promoted constantly because your boss really thinks that you're something special. Danny, you ain't shit, and your ass is about to be stuck in a dog shit pile on the lawn really soon, you and a whole bunch of energy vampires like yourself. And so Divine Feminine, what I'm really getting these high priestesses need to do is you need to really call this out, and you need to say in your head, Archangel Michael, show me the truth about who is siphoning my energy right now. Show me. As soon as I said that, Dan, the wannabe man, just said, I'm harvesting your energy right now. You are going to be proven right that you believe what you believe. And if it is happening, it will be proven to you. All you have to do is call on the divine. Okay? You work for the Most High. You don't work for the fucking government. You work for your damn self. You work for you, bitch. You work for you, the Christ. You work for you and only you. That's how selfish you are, and that's also how selfless you are. You do it all for the common good. So call out the bullshit that you sense. Ask the spirit world to show you exactly what it is. Verbatim, they will literally tell you from their own stupid mouth what they are doing to you. In your head. Say it in your head. Show me what the truth is. He immediately had to tell me how much of an evil prick he is. And what he will be finding out the hard way is that the energy he used to siphon is no longer going to be a thing. He will have to go find his own energy somewhere. He'll drink a whole pot of coffee. He'll go attach himself to someone else that's just a little bit less advanced. It doesn't matter what happens. It's not going to happen to you because you're calling that shit out. So call on Archangel Michael, whoever you want. I call on Archangel Michael, Goddess Kali, whatever. Just doesn't matter. Just your higher self. And you will see exactly who is manipulating your energy. So this is a word to the wise. The very, very not so wise. People like Danny are about to fall from grace. It's biblical. That shit's biblical. I can't help it. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. So the thing is, people like Dan are a dime a dozen. They're everywhere. When I say people like them, I mean people who literally steal and harvest energy from others to build a better life for themselves. But what happens when you take away their energy source? When you take away their human crystal that was transmuting all that bullshit? Bruh, they come home from a 9 to 5, dump all that toxic sludge on you, and then you transmute that shit for free day in, day out so that they can go back to a job and become exalted in their own reality while you get absolutely nothing, bitch. You get pennies. Goddess Unique, I literally wanted you here today. I told Gordon, I said, that girl, Goddess Unique, she's one I need to talk to. Also, Nina, if you're here, I need to talk to both of you. I heard this morning it was both of you, Nina and Goddess Unique. Listen, it's about to get insanely loud. And this is going to push all of you divine feminines, all of you high priestesses, you mystics, you believers. It's going to push you all into fellowship. It's going to push all of you into a worried state, which will have you desperate to meet others just like you. And what I was told in this dream is, once I woke up, I was told they're picking clean high priestesses one by one. Girls who really know who the fuck they are. They're finding girls who know who the fuck they are. I was trafficked. I literally experienced human trafficking in September. So they are finding girls who are so open as a vessel. You're so open spiritually that these distorted masculines can abuse you into believing that they are your divine counterpart, and they're not. They ain't shit, bro. They ain't shit. These men are wannabe warlocks at best, demonic at worst, okay? They steal the knowledge. They force their way into heaven, at least they think they do. They have manipulated so many mystics, priestesses, spiritually enlightened women into harvesting their energy. A lot of it's through sex magic, masturbation, especially online. That's a thing. Grow the fuck up, you perv. Why do you need to pull on somebody's energy using sex magic? Not only will you start to go insane in the membrane because your energy is being returned back to you, and it's shit energy. You will no longer be able to attach yourself to these high vibrational beings. And you are going to be stuck in a reality where World War III is a thing. And you're going to manifest more and more narcissists just like yourself. More and more diabolical experiences. More and more experiences where your karma is finally starting. Once we cut cords from every last one of you, you are forced to grow the fuck up. You are forced to start learning how to channel your own energy, to be your own person, to be light, and not steal from others. So if you have taken from the Holy Spirit, and hear me on this public service announcement, bitch, here we are. If you have taken from the Holy Spirit gifts of prophecy, astral travel, manifestation, good luck, words of wisdom, insight, you stole from the Holy Spirit, bruh. You stole from God. You got all the good shit, but you didn't do shit with it. Listen, if you had psychic gifts and you didn't do shit with it, this is your message. Hear me out on this, okay? Because you're going to be forced to sit your ass down, meditate, and get it right with Jesus. I'll tell you that much. And I ain't going to be here for that. And neither are these beautiful, gorgeous, beautiful, high vibrational beings. They're not going to be here for that shit. We are way too good for you. We will drop your ass like a hot potato, okay? And then we won't even remember you. We will forget you in 2.2 seconds flat, all right? False twin flame, fake ass wannabes, all right? Looking like wannabe warlocks out here. Listen, I saw today the same dream that I had. It's very similar in that Kamala Harris was in two dreams of mine, a couple months ago and again today. And those are the only two I've ever had with her. But I was with my ex-boyfriend when I had that dream the first time. And she had talons, claws. She had like weird fucking talon things, like a bird. It was fucking weird. And I remember I woke up, my boyfriend sleeping next to me, and I woke up and he was getting ready for work. And I was like shaken up that I had just witnessed what I witnessed, because I saw how seriously twisted that woman is. And he was just like, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I need you to get up, get around, and get shit going for me. You need to do this, and you need to do that, and you need to blah, 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 blah. Like I'm a fucking 50s housewife, bitch. Go fuck yourself. I'm not that. I'm not that. I'm so much more powerful than that guy. He was terrified of it. He was terrified that I can see shit he can't. So he tried to silence me. He tried to put a muzzle on me, and he tried to convince me that I'm just this 1950s housewife sex slave. Ain't no way in fucking hell the Holy Spirit is going to allow these high priestesses to endure that madness for very much longer. Bitch, get a life. You keep pulling on my energy, I'll make sure it comes back 10,000-fold right to you. And so will Goddess Unique. Bet. Nina, same thing. Tried to sacrifice us. Exactly, they tried. And it did work for a while. It worked. So today's message is for Dan the man here. Dan the man. He thinks he's such a man. You just wait, babe. You just wait. We'll see how far you can get with your man status. Because you don't know that you're God. You don't know that you're God, so you ain't shit. You're about to be chewed up and spit out. Your reality, Danny, is going to be kind of horrendous. Because what I just proved now is that if I go into my mind and I silently ask for truth to be shown to me, you can't hear what I'm saying in my head. You don't even fucking know what's being said. You don't even know that if I telepathically ask the spirit world to show me your crooked ass, you don't know that I've just done it. You have no idea that if you were to type anything, that I would associate you with the devil immediately. Like I would associate you with dark ass energy. And that right there is all the proof that these high priestesses need. They do not need to say this shit out loud. You don't need to be validated by other people. You need to be validated by your own self. And so anyway, Danny, here's what's going to actually happen soon. And I'm really excited for this for you because it's going to be so much soul growth and I love it. So right now, when you tell everyone in my chat something that I suspected for a long time, and it was that men were harvesting my energy, okay? There's no proof of that. Bro, to even state such a thing makes me look like a lunatic. Really. And I think what happens is so many of these women, they don't want to say shit like that out loud. What? Somebody's just going to type it, yeah, here I am harvesting your energy. Right. So we all keep it silent. We keep it hush hush. We don't say shit, right? Because we don't want to be seen as crazy. So the example here, and it happened in live time. It was so great. I knew that there was someone staring at me that shouldn't be staring at me. Bitch, you should go get a life somewhere else, all right? And move out of your mom's basement. Whoever is watching me, I knew to ask for them to show themselves. You are about to be validated, divine feminines, high priestesses, when you can go in your mind first. Do not say that shit out loud. It doesn't need to be said out loud. It needs to be thought. It needs to be a prayer within. Your higher self needs to start exposing shit, and it will do that. So I really want to thank Dan the man here, Dan the weak ass man. I really wanted to thank you because without you, I wouldn't have been able to let this message hit home. So thank you so much for being part of the Matrix and being part of this little game that I created for myself. Thank you so much for being a parasite. I love it. I love it. So what's going to happen is when we can see who is energy harvesting, we're going to cut cords. And those people legit cannot be in your frequency. They cannot be in your physical environment. They cannot be. If they can't be in your physical presence, they're going to try in the astral plane to reconnect and establish energy cords. But if they can't establish energy cords, it's going to literally have them. Well, what happens when you starve something? It dies off. It dies. So when you keep rejecting, even in the astral plane, like the more you become conscious, the more you become your Christed self, the more you become lucid in these dreams, you're going to know to reject every fucking douchebag Danny that shows up at your doorstep. And when that happens, they are never going to be able to energetically harvest from you because they cannot establish energy cords again. What happens, honey? They don't have enough energy to shift timelines out of World War III. Facts, fucking facts. They do not have the energy to get out of Dodge. They cannot shift into a higher vibration any longer. You are literally leaving their ass in a war zone where they deserve to be. They are very much war-centered. They are very much geared towards that. You wanted peace and they wanted war. So let them get what exactly they want for themselves because they are about to sign soul contracts with very low vibrational dense people and be stuck in a timeline that you'll never even know about again. You may feel it. You might feel energetically like a lot of people are going to hell. It's because they are. They created hell for themselves and that's where they're about to go. It is you didn't do it. A lot of you sacrificed every single thing you had to wake everybody up to the truth that they are God. In their mind, they can create. They create things with their minds. You told people this. You're a shaman. You're a gifted speaker. You're a healer. You now are just saying deuces, peace out, home skillet. I don't fucking need you. And you're literally getting the hell out of Dodge. You're transferring your consciousness to a higher vibrational plane of existence. And those people are shit out of luck. They have no capability of following you into the next phase. No, they can't. They literally can't because they don't have energy to do so. Honey, you have to vibrate at a certain level to leave your body. You have to vibrate at a high level to be able to be lucid in the astral plane. These people are so dense. Physically, emotionally, they cannot, and I repeat, they cannot follow you into the new age. They can't follow you into the new earth. That's your new earth. That's not theirs. They wanted the old earth, let them have it. Guess what's going to happen to the old earth soon? Oh, I don't have to tell you. You already fucking know. So let's see. Wait, who is the divine? You are the divine. We're coming for you. Also harvesting. You ain't doing shit. Thank you so much for being proof positive, though. See, what I love is how quickly you have to present yourself when I tell you to, bitch. When I literally call this shit out, you have to present to yourself that you are an energy harvester, which is fine. That was working. That was really great because we allowed you to harvest from us because we wanted to be in the Matrix. It's our video game, right? And as Neo of the Matrix, we needed a couple Agent Smiths. But just like trolls are irrelevant and our bitches, the 3D Matrix is also our bitch. And so anything in it, non-playable characters, any NPC like yourself, Energy Vampire Arise, that's your name. That's what you went with. I don't know. I suppose you would have had something more creative. I don't know. I feel like you should have had something more creative. It would have been more fun. It was weak sauce, but whatever. Let's keep going. What you're about to see and recognize is that you can't energy harvest for very long. I mean, you could with us while we wanted it. It's like we wanted that matrix to sustain itself, so we needed opposition. But now we don't need the opposition. So we're just choosing not to have opposition. So now it's like, oh my God, I love you. Have a good day, energy vampire. Be on your way. Shoo, shoo. When we call that shit out and you start presenting who you are, thank you so much for proving to a whole group of people that I'm not crazy. Thank you so much. I really do want to thank you because a lot of women like me, we're so afraid to say, oh, I think so-and-so is jealous. Oh, I think so-and-so just stares holes into my face on my live stream. Oh, I think so-and-so is masturbating to me. We're so afraid to say this because we don't want to be deemed crazy. So I really want to thank you for this gift today. I've had not one, but two energy vampires admit that they harvest my energy. Thank you. You're beautiful. I love you. How you doing? Oh, never mind. I already know the answer to that question. You're not doing very well. And very soon your empire is about to crumble. Because here's the thing. You take free energy from someone like myself, a walking crystal, that completely clears your stank ass energy, right? And you don't leave us with anything. You didn't pay me for that. You don't sleep with me. You don't pay me. You don't feed me. Bitch, I don't know you. So, oh, come here, sugar daddy.
Baby girl, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, hi.
How you doing?
Oh, guess who just admitted? I have two energy vampires today.
Do you?
Two! They admitted it's so cute. It's like, you know that moment right before the parasites die and they're like on the fucking ground, on the lawn? That's what's happening here for this entire collective. So what is happening is the spirit realm is calling out. Look at Cece, look. You'd think he had a more creative name. Here it is. Energy vampires arise. We're coming for you.
Here, excuse me while I whip this out.
I love it. I'll see you later, babe. Okay. I'll see you, High Priest. Oof. I'll see you soon, Shoddy.
I got this.
Oh, I know you do. Oh, I know you do. Okay, anyway. Once you see clearly who is harvesting your energy and you just snip that bitch, you start cutting these cords, honey. I'm telling you right now, they have no energy to shift into a different timeline to follow your ass. They don't have the energy to manifest, and they do not have the energy to shift timelines. You will be getting free from these people once you do or energy cord cutting, which is very cool. That another thing. All right, I did not learn Reiki by going to school. I did not pay for a course. I know energy, universal energy, clearing universal energy that is afforded to us just because we are gods. I know about this because I fucking studied, but on my own. I was taught by Archangel Michael. He showed me a lot of this stuff. I was also shown this by my magician way before I knew Gordon in the physical world. I knew him in the spirit realm. He was a spirit guide of mine until now. And he was teaching me a whole bunch of shit as the magician. Bitch, there's a reason I said I want my magician and that's it. So he would teach me all of these things about Reiki, right? Tell me why. I would start utilizing Reiki on my channel and I would start doing Reiki healings and stuff like that. And we would do a group Reiki session on a live stream, right? Tell me why. This one woman, she came in my chat and she was like, how dare you? She was like, don't even use the word Reiki. It's so oppressive. Or she's like, what did she say? She was like, it's indigenous to this group of people and like you were not allowed to say it and you shouldn't be even using this stuff. And I'm thinking, bitch, not only will I use it every day for the rest of my life, I will teach this shit for free. Every day, forever. And you will do jack shit about it. Period. That's the end of story. That's literally the end of the story. And so do you know who went on her little channel, took snippets of my videos, compiled it all to make me look crazy because I was teaching Reiki for free. I was teaching people what I know about universal energy for free. And so she would take all these like snippets of my video, compile it, put it in her channel and use my energy to attract viewers. AKA energy harvesting. When you call your energy back, they will have nothing to even look at. They will not know the real you from a hole in the ground. And what happens when spell work is sent to something that is an inanimate object? What happens when they use spell work on the wrong version of you? It goes back to them. It has to. They're the one that sent it. So if that spell work isn't working on you, where the fuck is it going? It has to go somewhere. But they got the wrong version of you. So it's being orchestrated right back to them. Only this time, it's going to be done in front of a whole bunch of people. Because a whole bunch of people need to see who is really a copycat energy and who is really the authentic the original source of energy and who is a copycat. So you're about to see every enemy you have use your name, call you outside of your name, do everything they can to convince others that you aren't the real deal. Fucking let them. It's a joke. Let them. Let them. That shit's hilarious. It's free advertising, bitch. Thank you. Bring more people to my channel. Take this snippet right here. And after you shove it up your ass, go ahead and make it into a short and then bring in more clientele for me, bitch, because I love it. I don't have to lift a finger and pay for advertising. I've never once paid for one advertisement. Yet I've been able to sustain myself for 9 years without having a 9-to-5. So trust me on this. You are doing me a favor. Go ahead and take every snippet, piece it together, and then you work diligently as well as opposition to advertise for me. That would be great. That'd be great. Thank you so much for bringing in the real ones, because the real ones on your channel are going to be like, why is this person trying to harm someone else? And the real ones are going to leave your ass. The real ones are waking up to the fact that you lead a cult. The real ones are noticing that you're a fucking coven witch bitch. And it is going to be evidently clear because there's so much hate in your heart that all you can do is attack the real ones. So what happens when your entire congregation wakes up, babe? I'm going to tell you right now. You're following your congregation, your community, your followers, whatever you call them, your subscribers, whatever, okay. Honey, what do you think happens when all the real ones leave? They were the only ones giving you energy anyway. They were the only ones coming to you for readings. They were the only ones donating to you. They were the only ones with any sort of energy to give to you anyway. The only ones left when everybody leaves your wannabe cult are sheep. There's zero energy there. You are about to be so ignorant that everyone leaves your ass because they see how clearly ignorant you are. Girl, you're about to lose all the real ones. People like me are just going to scoop them up because you're dense. You're dense. You couldn't figure out that in your greed and your malevolent energy and in your witchcraft, whatever, you couldn't figure out that like your congregation needs to be spiritually fed. And you weren't spiritually feeding them. You were extracting energy from your following and not giving anything good back. What the fuck do you think happens, bruh? They run out of energy. Your congregation is sick, dying. They don't know how to manifest money. They're angry at you, and they ought to be. They should be mad at you. You're a joke. They should be mad at you. You don't teach them how to heal themselves. You don't teach them how to manifest instantly. You don't teach them the good shit. What you do is you take from beautiful people like myself and you make money on it. You make money on hate. You have fueled the war machine, which was good while I needed it. You know, I needed it for lessons. I thought that I deserved it. But now that I know I don't deserve it, I'm sending all that shit right back to you. You'll start to look insane in the membrane. You're going to start to look like a banshee idiot. You're going to start looking in front of your congregation like a complete tool bag. I love it. I love that shit. I have literally witnessed one time this tarot reader. She came at me. I know. The audacity, the nerve of this girl. Anyway, she attacked me on YouTube. She had like 30,000 plus subscribers. And she came at me for being a Luciferian. She was like, well, you're a Luciferian. You talk about Jesus, but then you throw tarot cards and blah, 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 blah. She was a tarot reader who was starting to go back to religion because she was afraid. She was terrified. Her life was starting to get a little too real and she needed something to fall back on. So totally cool. She went back to Christianity. I love that for her. What I do not love is that she tried to take somebody down with her. So anyway, Spirit doesn't play about me. This is what happened. See, what happened was she made a video about me. And this was a girl who's not even on this platform anymore. Dude, it's years ago before I even knew how powerful I was. A couple of her followers would come over to my channel. In one day, I would get like a few messages from people I'd never met before. And she was like, hey, I'm so sorry, but just know that this girl's talking about you and she's blasting you online. We think that she's going through something. If you'd like to see the video, here it is. And she was my friend. She was a live tarot reader just like me. She made a lot of money doing what she did every single day. But God wasn't having it anymore because she was not preaching. She wasn't walking the walk after talking the talk. So once these people started making me aware that this tarot reader was harassing me and using me as collateral for her channel to stay relevant, I was like, oh, no. That's not going to happen. You can call me a Luciferian, honey. You can call me a demon worshiper. You can call me a Jezebel spirit bitch. You can call me anything you want to call me. But you will call me blessed. Facts. So I sent all that shit right back to her. I did the whole return to sender thing. In 1 month's time, she closed her entire channel. Her entire channel was banished. She was not allowed to access heavenly realms anymore to relay messages to her clients. So here is the word to the wise. You're about to lose your clientele. And I can't wait. Fake ass fucking wannabes. You're about to lose your clientele and I love it. I absolutely do. I hope every single false high priestess in this collective gets called the fuck out. And I hope, and I'm waiting for it, for every fake ass high priest with this holier than thou attitude, I'm hoping you get cast out. Everyone's going to see you as the joke that you are. Your messages aren't resonating. You don't make fucking sense. So you're going to lose your clientele. The real ones with any money to spend are leaving your congregation. What happens, and guys, this isn't rocket science, okay? What happens when the only awakened people in your community suddenly start realizing that all you do is channel hatred towards real energy workers? What is going to happen when all of the real ones wake up to the fact that all you push is anger and hatred? They're going to leave. They're going to leave. They're going to have to. Eventually, one by one, they're going to leave, and they're going to find the real ones, like myself. So I'm really hoping that you blast me on the internet, because it's free advertisement, and I love that. My channel could so use some growth spurts right now. I love it. I give you absolute permission, girl. Take whatever you want from my channel, make it into a montage, and then blast that shit everywhere, okay? Thank you. My business could really use it. So what you're going to see going forward is the fake high priests and the fake high priestesses be knocked down to size, because they do not have energy from their coven, their cult, their group anymore. The ones that have money, the ones that have energy, the real awakened ones who know that they are God, they don't want to sit in that shit. They don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear anger. They don't want to hear you bashing someone else who's out there really doing light work. So they're going to leave your congregation, sweet cheeks. And when it happens, there goes your money. There goes your energy. There goes your looks. Because we know that you're out here looking like a witch. You're out here, your face deformed now. And like people are seeing through the veil. We're seeing your mask slip because now you look like Cruella de Vil, bruh. So we know an evil witch from a good witch. We can tell. We're not stupid, okay? So when people leave your congregation, they're leaving your following, they're not subscribing to you anymore, yeah? Just know that the real ones are walking away, and you're going to feel really hella drained and fatigued. And your messages are not going to resonate. It's going to dry up. Because you, as a child of the Most High, you were supposed to be serving for the Most High God, and you're not. You were serving for your own wallet, your own ego, your own vindication. You were literally doing what you do. You were stealing from the Holy Spirit. You were. I mean, that's the truth. You were bashing women like me instead of putting out good content on your own merit. Creating an entire paradigm of hate Jenna antics, or hate Goddess Unique, or any high priestess, and then getting paid for it. Come on, honey, your well's gonna run dry very soon. Oh, you won't even be able to pay for shit anymore. Like, the real one that deserves to have the abundance is the high priestess. The real one is the divine feminine. The distorted karmic feminine is about to be called out world fucking wide, bro. Worldwide. No one gives a shit. People will laugh in your face. It will be that hysterical at what's coming in for you, because you are barbaric. You are evil incarnate. Your heart is beyond repair. And this might sound like a very harsh message, but that's because we're a spiritual bar. And harsh messages are meant to be shared. Sometimes the Holy Spirit does not always look like foo-foo, happy-go-lucky. Oh, I love you. Here's like a loving message. Nah. Sometimes the Holy Spirit looks the devil right in the eye and tells him, burn in hell. Burn in hell for eternity. Look, heaven has not changed its standard. You're not accessing better realities. You're not shifting timelines to a better reality because you're a joke. That's the truth. So, dear Kamala Harris, suck a dick. Bye, bitch. Literally never. Literally never. I'll burn in that mysterious house fire that you threatened me with. Bye, bitch. Bet. As a high priestess, I was propositioned last night as a psychic in my dreams to work for the government. Come at me. Come at me. I dare you. It's fun. It's fun. I have nothing better to do in a day. I've got like all this free time and shit. Like, do what you want to do, honey. I'm here for war, bitch. I'm an Aries. I'm an Aries sun and Venus. I was born for this shit. Anyway, Goddess Unique, it's so funny because I definitely manifested you today. I love you, bitch. We need to sacrifice Danny Queens. No, we don't. We don't need to sacrifice anyone. That's the difference between us and losers from Loserville who has no energy for themselves. They're parasitic and you're not. I've been cutting cords with so many low vibrational. They're dropping like flies, girl. That's it too. I said it. You know it. Hey everyone, let's get those likes up for our beautiful sister. I fucking love you. Girl, I fucking love you. High tech girl. Oh, I said high tech girl. That's cool. Same thing. Can we call back our power in cord cutting? Yes, let's do it. Hi Shen, how you doing? Back to center. Let's do it, girl. Let's do it right now, okay? I want you guys to repeat after me, all right? Yeah. Okay. Hi, ladies. I fucking love you. Thank you for being here. My queens, my goddesses. Please let me worship the goddess in you today, bitch. Thank you. What I want to do is I want to tell you what I do in calling back my power, and then I want you to repeat after me, okay? Okay. First, I call on angels. Okay, I call on holy angels like Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron. I call on Goddess Kali, Goddess Aphrodite, my higher self, ancestors, spirit guides. I just like basically call on everyone. Okay, so that's the first thing I do. First thing, call on the powers that be that you know would want to help you do this. All right, first up, start there. It really sets the tone and it makes sure that nothing else can enter your orbit after you say that. So clear and cleanse, use some sage, some Palo Santo, whatever you have. Call on your divine angels, yeah? And then say, across all time, space, dimensions, realities, universes, planets, galaxies, realms, I call back my energy, my power, my essence, my spirit, my personality, my happiness, my joy. It's like you're setting intentions, who you're working with, what the aim and the goal is, what calling back your power looks like. For me, it's energy, it's vitality, it's love, it's empathy, it's bringing it all back to me, money. And then saying, I call it all back, blessed and transmuted into the highest white light. It is my energy. It is not yours. You will never have my energy again. And establish that and close the door. Boom, it's done. It is done. You have to know that the first time you say it, it's done. Okay? If you want to visualize your power coming back to you, you can do that. You can see it as white light coming back to you, okay? But just know that when you speak as God, you only have to speak once, okay? You don't need to repeat that shit. Say it one time and that's it. Know that it is done. Visualize it coming back. Close your eyes. Remember who you are. I'm God, I spoke once. I'm God, I spoke once. In the same way that God, the creator, spoke once and said, let there be light, and there was light, is the same way that when you boot people out of your energy, that's it. That's a fucking done deal. That shit's done the second you say it is, okay? So go and close your eyes and imagine all that white light being brought back to you, okay? Because another message, sometimes what you'll see is a lot of these covens that were pulling on your energy, they were gossiping about you, okay? And part of your soul can hear it. You can hear when someone is talking about you telepathically, especially if you're telepathic. So what happens is part of your energy gets sent and pulled on into that group that's conversating about you, right? But if you can visualize that your energy gets called back, those people have no other thing to do but look at each other in this group, in this cult. They no longer have your energy to hurt, so they're only going to hurt themselves. They can't project onto your essence anymore, so they're getting it wrong. They don't have your essence. The only essence they have is each other's. So they are now going to create World War III for themselves. Good, let them. May they rot in hell. And this doesn't make you a bad person because you know that people are about to rot in hell. It's no different than heaven knowing that there's a frequency of heaven. Everything else is not aligned. Heaven did not change its standard. People did not make it. People did not make it and the end times are coming for them. Period. That's it. End of story. You already fucking know that to be true. So when you call back your energy, you call back your power, call it back blessed and transmuted into high white light, right? And then I just snip cords. I just do this. I go all around my body. I go around my aura. I just visualize all these cords getting completely removed. They have no way of accessing your energy anymore. These people are about to go to war with themselves. Good. Let them. Let them. They made their bed. They're about to sleep in it. So call back your energy, okay? And then send back all the evil. Everything that is not yours, call that back. Push it out. Anything that's not you, push it out, okay? So, again, we're going to do it one more time, okay? I call on Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael, Goddess Kali, Goddess Aphrodite, Jesus, Krishna, Buddha, my higher vibrational entities, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, anybody who wishes to help me. I ask at this time, across all time, space, dimensions, and realities, every single ounce of my energy be brought back to me, blessed and transmuted into the highest white light. It is my energy and it stays with me. No one is allowed to gossip about me. No one is allowed to slander my name. No one is allowed to wish harm on me at all. All I accept is unconditional love. And if you're not doing those things, then you will not be in my energy at all. It will be rebounding back to you because all I accept is love. So if you're not giving me love, you're not doing it right. Me, Jenna, I only accept love going forward. So if you're giving anything less than that, it's going right the fuck back to you. My phone froze. I'm back now. Hey, Braylon. I love that name. I actually wanted to name my kid Braylon. That is a beautiful name. Hello. Back to sender. There it is. I just heard moving on up. So your vibration is moving up. That's what it is. This is how you're getting out of the grasp of low vibrational entities. They can't make it because they have no energy to shift. They're getting stuck in war. They're about to be stuck in World War III. They cannot escape. And it is not your job to take them. In fact, it is your job to dump them off there. They are literally harvesting your energy and they will never be allowed to get what you're about to get. It's not their blessing, it's yours. Let's see. Holy Spirit, thank you for this message. Ooh, obstacles and challenges. That is what they've made for themselves. They can't get to you. It's a new reality that you're shifting to, and they literally can't get over the bridge. Guys, they do not have energy. Talent. The heart chakra. See, you had this natural gift, and a lot of you didn't even know that you were doing this. You were transmuting these people's heart pain. Their heart chakra is blocked. You were transmuting their pain and you didn't even know it. A lot of you for free, okay? And now what? And now what? They still have the same pain. They're still speaking death over themselves. They're still taking on dark, low vibrational people, addictions, habits, shit like that. But they have no way to transmute the pain. So now what? They are literally stuck and trapped in hell. And you are not responsible to get them out. All right? Balance. And this is how the universe is balancing the scales. This is karmic justice. This is literally what they are attracting. We have attraction here. They have attracted people to them to be exactly as they are and vice versa. So you guys, you're getting out of a coven. This is a coven if I've ever seen it. You could be seeing 444 or 1414 a lot right now. This is the universe balancing itself, balancing the scales. Because you're taking a sense of empowerment with you into a very dense energy. Like right now, me having to say so many dark words like energy vampire, parasite, shit, like all these nasty concepts. We've only labeled it nasty because we're afraid of the dark. We're afraid of our shadow. We're afraid of the death and decay. We love light, right? It's so easy to be a light worker, but it's harder to be a shadow worker because you need to know who you are truly as a god. To know that when you go into any timeline, it doesn't matter how far down, deep down into hell you go, you know that you are the light of it. You are the light in hell. And this is how you wiggle your way out of hell. You need to know that you are light. This is the universe correcting itself. That's what I'm hearing. Yep, they look like zombies. Girl, they are zombies. They're going to present themselves exactly as that until they are shifting out of your reality. They will never be seen again by you. They can't be viewed by you. Look at this boundaries. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. This is how it's just going to bounce right off of you. Ugh, purity. Just because you tell somebody to fucking rot in hell does not mean that you're not an earth angel. Just because you tell someone, go to hell and stay there, and I want that for you because you want that for you. Just because you tell somebody to rot does not mean that it makes you any less godly, any less loving. You are literally giving that person what they want. Destruction. They want their own demise. And you, as a sovereign being who loves free will, is offering that person free will. Let them go do what they want to do. They want to drink themselves into a stupor, let them. They want to go bankrupt, let them. They want to gamble their money away, let them. They want to do this, let them. That's what you're doing. You're setting boundaries. And this is how the universe is correcting itself, okay? So high priestess message, please, Holy Spirit. Fear. Ooh. Oh, shit. These people lack self-love. It's in reverse with fear. They're done. They're done. They're literally done. That's how you win the war. You win the war by saying there is no war. It's a frequency and you're already shifted out of it. It is a timeline and you're already in a new one. It is the old world and you're already in the new earth. So you have to be so sure and certain of yourself as a god that there is zero of that bullshit. Like, oh, but like it's still happening though. Or, but I feel like they're still jealous and they're still hurting me and it's still go fuck yourself. It's bullshit. You either know that you're God or you don't. Focus. It's what you focus on grows. Are you focused on the fact that you're at war? Okay, congratulations, more war. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? But if you want to focus on more money coming in, better sex, great coffee, going out walking, hugging a tree, getting some sunlight, drinking clean water, meeting new friends, going on a date, be the fuck about it then. You're either in hell or you're in heaven. And both are within you. Jesus was trying to tell y'all, punk ass, that heaven is within you. And if he was trying to tell you heaven was within you, here I am trying to tell you hell is within you as well. It is a frequency, bitch. And it's all about where you want to be. You want to stay in hell? Stay there. I will put your ass there myself. Thank you, Jesus. Woo! Sovereignty. Because you guys, just like me, you love the idea of sovereignty. You love the idea that people have free will to choose what they want to choose. If they want to love you, let them do it by free will. The last thing you want to do is force somebody to love your ass. That's why you don't get involved with love spells. That's why. Why get involved with a love spell? So that in 2 years, when you have a baby on your hip and your husband walks out on you, you're left up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Right. Because you did a love spell, bitch. You forced somebody to love you. How's that working for you? Oop. I've got to guess. It's not working really great. Love spells never work, so don't do that shit on anybody. The ones I'm reading for right now, you are hella sovereign. You know who you are as a divine feminine. You know who you are as a high priestess and a mystic. And your sovereignty is what is establishing the rule of heaven. The rule of heaven that you create as God. The rule of heaven is, here's the standard, and you're not measuring up to it, so I'm going to let your ass go. Power. And then we have darkness. Listen, because you're embodying your dark feminine. This is your dark shadow era. This is not bad as an evil. It's not dark as an evil. It's not dark as in bad. It's dark as in hidden. It is that hidden power that you have now as a feminine, as a divine feminine, that needs to be implemented. So we have the power of darkness is being exposed. You are calling out a whole bunch of energy vampires, and they have no choice but to present themselves to you in the 3D physical world, because as above, so below. If you were calling that shit out in the astral plane, the 4D, fourth dimension, you're going to be calling that shit out in the 3D. You saw it there, you're about to see it here. And the problem is, a lot of people are about to see through the veil. A lot of people are about to see psychically some crazy paranormal shit. But the priestesses I read for, you've already seen it. Demons, whatevs. Zombies, whatevs. Dime a dozen, honey. Bigfoot, whatevs. I mean, whatever. Aliens, like, what the fuck ever. What have you not seen, to be honest? And you are going to see that you are going to be safe because of your dark feminine. Your dark feminine is about to save your ass. The way that you know that you are light in the darkness is the way that your dark feminine is an energy that embodies your light. It surrounds your light. It's a dark feminine. It's a don't fuck with me if you haven't matched my level of self-realization. Don't come at me claiming you know me when I'm the only one that knows me and I'm still learning shit daily about who I am. So these projections from anybody now have to get sent back because they're not getting the right you, okay? These people that are trying to send psychic warfare and spell work and shit, like they're not getting the right you. And so it's going back to them. It has to. It can't stick with you. So where's it going? Where's it going? It's what? Just going to stay up in the ether somewhere until that shit gets rebound back. You're going to boomerang that shit back by doing return to sender. It is not yours. You're not claiming it. You're like, bitch, I am pure love and light. I don't deserve hate, jealousy, gossip. Bitch, I love myself and all my curves. Take your fat jokes elsewhere. I love who I am with my multiple personalities. Take your accusations about mental illness somewhere else. This is the state of self-love that is going to be embodied in your dark feminine. It is your dark feminine and her era and energy that is going to be saving your ass during a very hellish wartime for everyone else. Not for you. Ooh, the void. Look at that. Look at how dark that is. It's saving you. I just keep hearing that. It's saving you. Beauty. And so is your self-love. So is the way that you talk to yourself, because you think you're beautiful. If anybody else thinks you're ugly, it's not them getting the right version of you. It's like, if they want to hate on you, that's fine, but it's not you though. What these people are not realizing, the unexpected, what they don't see is like the unexpected boomerang effect. It's going to rebound right back to them. Especially the more you call on your angels to do that. Give them permission. Let the spirit world know, hey, it's time. Why don't you handle my enemies for me? Thank you, Lord. You're about to release the fucking Kraken is what's about to happen. I took my energy back from people and they look like zombies. Exactly. Let them rot in hell. Let them look like zombies. Let them go. This does not make you a bad person because you tell somebody to rot in hell. Honey, plot twist. Here's the truth. They want to rot in hell. That's why they do hellish things. How about you stop getting in the way of them living the life of their dreams? Comprende? Fear. They wanted the frequency of fear. Who the fuck are you to get in the way of God giving them exactly what they want? Right. Get the fuck out of the way. These people deserve the karma coming down the pike. And if your ass keeps getting in the way of it, don't book with me. I'm not about to sit here and waste my breath telling you that you're paying off somebody else's karma. Go pay someone else's karma. That shit sucks. Go do it. Go do it. Beginnings. While the rest of us get to have this new beginning where we walk through a portal and go right the fuck to heaven because, girl, you know what we deserve? Hot coffee, hot passionate sex, money in our bank account for days, cool high priestesses to converse with, going outside, having our feet in the ground, going swimming in the lake, having fun, having warm temperatures, creating and manifesting our life of absolute bliss because we've already manifested a life of pain and misery. And then we realize we're God. Why would we want to subject God to pain? It doesn't even make sense. We love God too much. We love love too much. We love bunnies too much. Why would we want to suffer anymore? We don't. We literally don't. We don't ever want to suffer. So we're fucking done. Now, if you want to go to the reality where shit comes down the pike and you're really in a bad cyclical state, it is because you're a dick. Oh man. Really what it is that you live in a frequency of fear, and it's like, you don't have to be a dick, but come on. Come on. The God self that is you, the innocent you, the inner child that is you, that beautiful, gorgeous being that is you want to punish. Why? You're an innocent person deep down. Why would you keep wanting to suffer? I don't know and I don't care. You're going to do so. When Goddess Unique and I, and Braylon and I, and these really cool high priestesses in here, we take our power back. We realize, you know what? You wanted hell so bad? Go have it, babe. It's great. It looks good on you. Me, personally, I can't wait for heaven. I can't wait for everything good that's ever been owed to me to show up literally in my lap. Okay? Ooh, the real lambs of God. I'm telling you right now, Four of Swords, this is an era of peace. You win the war by knowing there is only peace. There used to be war that you manifested. You fed the machine, Neo. I'm sorry, you did. You fed the war machine. It's cool. You were learning lessons. It was a very cool experiment. You created the Matrix. How awesome is that? Amazing. Amazing that you as a god could create hell on earth. Amazing. But now you have this sudden realization that, and a faith that when you speak, the universe listens. You only have to speak one time. I heard the name Thomas. I don't know if that is relevant for anybody. I heard the name Thomas. Girl, come on. This card came out again. I picked it up and reshuffled and it came out again. The Four of Swords. Peace. The Seven of Swords. What's this about? Oh, you know what I'm hearing? You know what I'm, oh my God. You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing that a lot of people think your peace is fake. So that's why they're going to try to challenge you, but it really is not fake. It's not fake peace. Right. So it's not fake peace. So when they challenge you, it really is a state of peace that is internal and eternal, and it's not being shaken. And so what it is it's a frequency that everyone else kind of has to show up to, and they can't. So they get spit the fuck out. It is so obvious. It's obvious that that person does not care about their energy or their boundaries or their spiritual health. And it's so clear. My last name is Thompson. Oh my God, that's crazy, girl. That's amazing. That's so amazing. Wow. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I literally manifested you. Girl, I did. I told Gordon this morning, I said, Goddess Unique, that girl right there, I'm supposed to talk to her. She is a legit high priestess. And also Nina Johnson too. I gotta get her in here. Ah, that girl too. But those were the only two I was given the names for today. We'll see. More are gonna show up, I know it, but I heard there's like, do you feel this sense of optimism? Because you're dark feminine. Your ability to be this dark feminine, to be dark, to be flipping people the bird, to be drawing boundaries, to be saying, I don't care where you rot, you're not going to be in my life. This ability as a divine feminine to distance yourself as a sovereign being is literally saving your life. And I say this with every ounce of my being, guys. It is saving your life. How many times have you met a feminine that is just so fucking fake and plastic? Because all they ever talk about is love and light, guys. Namaste. Nah, I'm going to stay over here. You go ahead and you stay over there where there's the fake light. I'd rather know that the real light involves a whole lot of shadow. To save myself from what is coming, I know I have to be very crass, bold, direct, blunt, protective. And that is something only the divine feminines get. You are the only ones that will be surviving. I'm telling you, you're going to be escaping some sort of cult or coven soon. Growth. You've outgrown an entire collective that was so hung up on the old world, the dead world, the dead decaying world. It's like you had all these energy attachments attaching you to this lower world, but girl, look at how this woman is looking down at it. It's like you're suddenly realizing, oh shit. Huh. Oh shit. Look at these cords I set up for myself. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. And then in 5 seconds flat, you just remove all the cords. Tell me that an old world who sustained itself on your energy isn't about to go collapse itself. Right. In 5 seconds flat, bitch. That's how fast this can be. In the blink of an eye. That's what I heard. Focus. If you are really truly focused on it, it happens as quickly as you say it does. We have that focus card came out again, and the wisdom card here. Let's see what this is. Hold on. What's the wisdom card? The new world. The new world. Here it is. The new earth. The world card and the Two of Wands. This is like a pathway that was already led to the new earth for you. You've already been in the new earth. Guys, you exist in the new earth. You exist in the 5D all the fucking time. That's the new earth. You're already there. But what is happening is you keep shifting to an older world, an old decaying world, because of these attachments. Cut the attachments, girl, and you cut off the old world, and that shit dies. There's nothing left. It decays. It destroys itself. Your focus lately has been too much on wisdom. It has been too focused on higher things. Joy, love, intimacy, passion, money, excitement, abundance. It's been too focused on that. Your energy legit cannot sustain itself in an old timeline. It can't. You'll just vibrate out of that bitch. You can't make it. You can't make it sustain itself anymore. It'll be so uncomfortable. Oh my God, girl, you know what I just heard? You know what I heard? Oh my God, this is what I heard. I had a tad thing with Chad. I had a tad with Chad. So a lot of you might want to go back to some lower frequency, like, because shit was fun there. I'm hearing like you could have had a fling, a hookup, you partied, there was something fun and enjoyable in that timeline. It's like it's still fun, but the pain that it gives is almost too much, and you're just realizing like I don't deserve to feel the pain after. So I heard Tad with Chad. I had a Tad thing with Chad. So it's like if you want to go back to your ex, you can. You're God. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But you don't want to. I'm seeing you guys do not want to establish any energy cords. You're cutting energy cords far faster than you're establishing them, which is fine. But all it does is highlight for you now that your vibration is so much higher than theirs. While your fling could have been fun, it's no longer fun. It's starting to actually be like, oh God, do I have to deal with this again? Yeah, you do. You do until you cut the fucking cords. So there's a reason I was attacked a lot for teaching people Reiki. Bitch, you don't own Reiki. One community does not own Reiki. Girl, that is energy healing for all. Anybody. Any and all of us. We are all gods. You don't fucking own Reiki healing. Bitch, move on with your life. You don't own shit. So, like, when I would teach Reiki, I would teach people for free how to cut cords, call back their energy, call out energy, vampire shit like that. Yeah, this girl online, like, just one so far that I've seen, she would, like, take all these snippets of my video and highlight how, like, how ignorant I am or something like that. And I'm like, oh my God. Thanks for the free advertising. Thanks for looking out, sis. Love it. Thanks for paying my bills. But yeah, it was so obvious that the real ones are being persecuted in that way. So when I woke up today and I told Gordon, I was like, I need to find my high priestess sisters. I need to find my sisters. They're being picked clean, one by one by one. And in the dream last night, when Kamala Harris asked me to work for the government using my psychic gifts so that I would be a really great asset for their team. Well, I said, hell no at first. But then there was that cop guy who showed up. He was a police officer. And he showed up and he said, she said, hey, you, come here. And she called in this cop, this police officer, who's just like a normal guy, just like a normal Joe, right? Average Joe. And she's like, why don't you tell Jenna what it is that happened? Why don't you show her why we want her here? And he said, well, you predicted something for me, that it was going to happen, and it happened exactly like that. And I got away. I literally was able to save myself because you predicted it would happen and you told me what to do. And so that cop, that officer obviously worked for the government. And so it was like, duh. Of course they want high priestesses. Duh. Without us, they have no guidance system. Without us, they have no energy transmutation. Of course they fucking want us. Duh. But you're a sovereign bitch. You do not work for anybody. You don't work for the government. The government works for you. Do you understand me? So in the dream, I remember feeling this overwhelming sense of duty, a responsibility to save that man. Because I knew I was told if I say no to the proposition being offered, they would make it look like an accident. I'd be burned in a house fire, is what she told me. She's like, oh, we'll just light your house on fire, and yeah, it'll just be like an accident. And I was like, okay. And so in the dream, I knew that the officer, if he could not convince me to work for them, that they would do something to him too. So there was this feeling as a high priestess, as an empath, like, oh my God, I have to help him. I have to do this or they're going to hurt him. And that is why I woke up and I told Gordon immediately, I said, this is why high priestesses are being targeted, because they're empathic and they feel like they can do good in the government like that by themselves. There's like this energy that you have as a high priestess where you think that you can convince somebody to employ you, and then you'll just be like this undercover agent that's secretly working for the light. You will get chewed up and spit out if you do not have a network of high priestess energies to collaborate with. You will be tortured. That was the message this morning. And I know it's a very heavy message. I don't give a fuck how heavy this is. You either address that this is heavy and you fucking handle this, or you don't make it. I don't know what to tell you, Katniss. You're in the fucking Hunger Games. Motherfucking Katniss Everdeen, honey. I don't know what to tell you. You won't make it. So I saw the high priestess message that you're so empathic. you're going to stupidly believe that you can do some good working for entities like that. And that because they threaten you with your life or they threaten you in some way, you're going to be like, oh my God, cowering in fear, being like, okay, I have to do it because I don't want to die. What you don't realize as a psychic, as a very gifted shaman and healer, is that without you, they are nothing. Their entire army collapses. They don't have a way to predict what is coming in for them. You're the future teller. You're the fortune teller. You're the healer. You're the shaman. And you work for God. So you work for the Holy Spirit to bring in the ones that need the guidance and the help. You don't just help everybody. I don't fucking think so. But this was a message for the high priestesses that sadly, a lot of your sisters in Christ, they don't have options like we do. We've been given an option. We've been given a choice. We've been given a reprieve. We've been given something beautiful and divine. And in my case, it's my divine masculine protecting me. And not only one, I have 3 divine masculines in my life protecting me from all angles. They're gifted in their own way. I have 3, at least right now. There are a ton of high priests coming into my life. A ton. And so this is a spiritual gift that I've acquired and that God has afforded me. But there are a lot of sisters that do not have this. They're out there sleeping under a truck. I remember one girl, she was so impoverished. She came onto my stream and she told me that she's been living under a truck. She literally had to sleep under a truck at a Walmart parking lot. The fuck? She's a goddess and she has to sleep under a... I remember one lady, she was like, I'm so poor I can't even afford a new toothbrush. The fuck? The fuck you talking about? I don't get it. I do not. So we, as very gifted healers, seers, we're being propositioned by dark forces. They're asking, can you help our side? Because we want to win. Duh. Of course they do. They want to be able to have all of their soldiers be able to see clearly 2 feet in front of them. Evade karma, get out of bad situations that the universe is sending in because they choose fear, so they're about to have it. They keep choosing fear, they keep choosing demons, so they're about to face a reckoning. So a lot of these high priestesses are being called on. People are tapping on your shoulder like, hey, would you like to work for us? Nah. I work for myself, thank you. I work for me, myself, and I, my own pocketbook, my own wallet. That's it. You think that you're gonna somehow, there is so much divine protection that the whole mysterious house fire thing, like, bitch, that will never happen. Anyway, thank you. Archangel Michael would give me word ahead of time. This is how the real witches survive. This is not some game. It's a video game, but you're also realizing that while you're not in the simulation, while you're not in the 3D matrix, you're out there somewhere else, right? But that place is also kind of hellish. The spirit world itself is sensing a spiritual war. This is a war of the heavens, a war in the heavens. And that's what the Battle of Armageddon is. It's the battle of good and evil. It's the final battle for a reason. It's you destroying your ego. When your ego is gone, all that exists is the holiness that you are. There is no war. So right now, you're seeing that though you're being propositioned by dark forces, the more you stand firm in the knowing that you work for you, bitch, that's it. You work for you. You don't work for the fucking CIA, please. The CIA should be calling you working for you. God damn. But yeah, it was action. It was a really, really intense message. And I had to tell Gordon. And when I did, I was like, Gordon, just listen. And normally I wouldn't share this with anybody. But because he's a high priest, it was like nothing. It just flowed out of me. You would not believe what he did today. My boyfriend, literally, as he was listening to the story, he said, you're so fucking beautiful. I see you, Jenna. I see you. You're so fucking beautiful. And he started crying. As I was relaying this dream to him, he started crying. I have never felt more loved in my entire life, more evenly yoked with someone, more matched with a true divine counterpart And I was talking about some dark shit, honey. I was talking about some things, okay? It's real bad what I was talking about. And for him to be like, I see you, I love you, you're beautiful. And it made him cry because of how beautiful he thought I was. Honey, that dark feminine energy that you're exuding and you're about to start exhibiting, that is going to be that is going to be relayed to somebody very potent, very powerful. And people are going to notice. Okay? People are about to notice who you are, where you came from, what your story is, what your testimony holds. Okay? All right, let's see. It's beautiful. We manifested each other. We did. I felt this. The fuck? Exactly. The fuck? We manifested this bitch. God, I love you. God is unique. I even told him, I said, there are 2 high priestesses that I'm meant to work with right now. Goddess Unique. And you hadn't been on my channel in a minute, girl. I said Goddess Unique out loud. And I said Nina Johnson, who shows up on my channel. Those are the 2 I need to work with right now. And sure as shit, here you are. Unreal. Unreal. All right, let's get one last message, Spirit. Because I got to go, guys. I have to leave. Okay? I really have to go. All right, one last message. I love you. Oh, and Gordon, thank you. Oh, you said Gordon and the masculine card came out. That's insane. And then we have nourishment here. So, yeah, I was nourished. My soul was nourished by Gordon. Like, it felt like he really, really heard me. He fucking knew that I was telling the truth. You ever just hear one of those messages and you can feel at a soul level it's true? It might feel like a conspiracy theory, but you fucking know that shit is true. That's how he reacted. And he just cried. And he was like, you're my high priestess. I love you. I love you. This shit is real. This is so real. And to see a masculine really truly step up like that, oh my God, bitch. But you can't have your masculine show up like that unless you as a feminine show up like that. Like, it really does take the high priestess waking up the high priest. That's it. And he said that to me so many times. So you are waking up tons of masculines with your dark feminine energy. Do not let anyone convince you that dark feminine energy is bad or taboo or should be silenced. Because the throat chakra that I just had that coughing fit, I'm telling you, people want to silence you. You're going to find the real one that doesn't want to silence you, wants to know more about it. You know, I never saw a man so eager to learn about the Kundalini, chakra systems, manifestation, the astral plane, metaphysics, twin flames. I mean, the way that he researches twin flames on his own, I didn't say shit. I have never seen a more devout divine masculine in my entire life. And I'm telling you right now, 2025 is going to be the year for us as couples. I'm telling you. So here we were thinking that twin flame union is our life purpose. No. Nah, bitch. Think bigger. Think bigger. You're the high priest and priestess is your life purpose. Twin flames, whatever. Next. Like, that's nothing. You're not thinking big enough. You're not thinking worldwide. You're not thinking global. You're not thinking big. Patience. Faith. What's the patience card? Pleasure. You're noticing that your patience is paying off. You are finding a man of faith. You guys are finding divine counterparts of faith. The pleasure. This person is going to be so happy to talk about this stuff with you. Like, your pillow talk is no longer like, what's on the news, babe? What'd you do today? Nah. Your pillow talk is now going to be, what kind of demon did you cast out in the 4D last night? Who came to you for an exorcism? How often do you channel archangels? Like it's gonna be fucking mind-blowing, bruh. Mind-blowing. But you have to see that you guys are not aiming high enough. You need to get higher. You need to think higher, think bigger, okay? Fruition. Ooh, girl, it's coming in. Your hunger for change is coming to fruition. You're about to see the 3D shift very quickly into this empowerment stage. And to bring in a lot of people who get you, who understand you, who can speak telepathically, who can fucking predict the future too. I don't know, they got some superpower, bitch. I don't know their life. But you're about to manifest these people, and it's coming in. It is literally coming in. There's no choice. Girl, beginnings. Exactly. There's no choice, because you're telling the universe, show me what can be done. Show me what this new chapter looks like. Purity, I'm telling you. There's going to be someone that you just trust with every ounce of your being. Like, you just word vomit to this person, and it's going to be like, oh my God, I get you, bruh. I've been waiting for years to hear that. You thought that you were asking all the wrong things. You weren't. You weren't. You were just asking the wrong one. You were asking the wrong people, guys. That's the problem. You were never asking the wrong shit. You were always asking the wrong people. So Spirit is bringing in the pure-hearted. They're going to be bringing them in for you, and it's going to be lovely. There's not going to be war anymore. Why would there be war? You're going to feel pleasured. You're going to feel pleasurable. There is no war. Not anymore. That's how you win. You win the war by claiming there is no war. I win. I win. I created the Matrix. I did it with my thoughts. Therefore, end of story, the end. I always live forever. Take that, Kamala. Challenge accepted, bitch. Like, you see how powerful you really are. You created that. You created that shitstorm, and now you're creating the peace that comes out of it, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to go. I got some shit to do today. Thank you for being here. If you want coaching one-on-one, I'm excited to do that with you. I would love to do a Zoom call. Goddess Unique, especially you, because I just knew that I was supposed to do something with you. Maybe privately. I don't know. I didn't get word about that. But if you do want to book with me, please do. Also, Nina, you need to call me. Okay? All right, girls. I love you so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.